Okay, so how to glow up the right way. It's way easier than you think, I promise you. So this video is going to be a little longer, but there's a couple things. First, I'm going to go over just where I was before, and then after that, I'm going to go over the importance of believing in yourself and confidence. And I know everybody's told you that if they've asked you, if you've asked like how to glow up, it's just believing in yourself. Next is what I did physically, with my skin and my hair and training and how I dress even, a whole lot of stuff that I think will be really good information that I wish I knew earlier and, didn't figure out slowly but surely. It took me way longer than it should have, but here we are. Hopefully this helps some of you out there. Anyways, so let me talk about a little bit about how I was in high school. So, and you shouldn't talk about yourself this way, but just to have a little comparison for the sake of the video. I had terrible skin. I had the worst acne. Not the worst. My face was covered. I had really bad body acne. It was not a great look. Okay. I was out of shape. I was very I was either fat or skinny fat. I wasn't like morbidly obese, but it was just not in great shape. What else? I had a terrible haircut. My hair was pin straight, and I only got one short haircut that cost me like $15 that, a monkey could do, right? And the ultimate thing was, and I didn't dress great. I dressed kind of like a highlighter, just like how a lot of grade school kids do, but I did that further in high school than I probably should have. But here we are. And my diet wasn't great. And, the most important thing was confidence, because ultimately I look back on that and there's always something to nitpick. But if you just believe in yourself and are more confident, I can change everything. And yes, I had those issues before. But God, I needed to loosen up and just be more comfortable with who I was. That's the ultimate thing, right? But I understand that that's harder to do. So I'm going to break down this video. First, we're going to talk about confidence, then the more physical things. Confidence is the most important part, and I know that's not what you want to hear. And I know that's advice that a lot of people have given you. And there's a reason for that. It's because it's the right advice, right? So, or it is the right advice. Anyways, you got to believe in yourself. For confidence, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta have some sort of goals. You gotta have some sort of dreams, and you gotta be comfortable with who you are, right? You shouldn't be super hyper focused on always, improving yourself in every single way and always putting yourself down. It's important to improve yourself, but it's important to not allow that to then destroy your self-esteem, which a lot of guys, it happens. You'll hyper focus on things that you're insecure about, and then you'll try to change it the best you can. And if it doesn't go 100% your way, it's soul crushing. And I get it. I used to be the same way. I'm not anymore. And all those times, all those nights I stayed up worried about this acne on my face, or, this clothes I didn't like, it was never worth it worrying about it. But it's easier said than done. So, with confidence, I want you to be proud of what makes you you. Now, let me set an example. So, going back to high school me, I would never talk about YouTube, or I'd never talk about anime, or like different things that I was really passionate about. I would only talk about what was socially acceptable, because I didn't want to stick up from the crowd. I didn't want to be my genuine self. I didn't want to be somebody that people could make fun of, because I was insecure about myself. And I thought that if I expressed who I was, that I would be an easy target, right? So, be proud of what makes you you. Talk about what you're interested in. If people don't like you for it, they can go fuck themselves. You're a really interesting, really amazing person that has different interests in different things that might not be exactly what my interests are, might not be exactly what somebody else's interests are. But if they're good people and they see that you're passionate about it, they will listen to you. And you will attract people that are also genuinely interested in what you're interested in. No matter what, it's a good thing. And if people judge you for it, then you shouldn't really care about their opinion to begin with, in all honesty. Now, another thing with confidence, and this is getting a little ahead of myself, but your confidence should never bleed over into arrogance. If you become a person that has glowed up, never treat people differently. Always go with grace, and always treat people with respect. You are not better than somebody else just because you've went through these things to improve yourself. And you will find that everyone will like to be around you, with you not being full of yourself and not being arrogant. If people ask for help and advice, feel free to give it to them. That's one thing that I want you to promise me, is that you'll do that. But never be arrogant. Be kind. Okay. Now, I know all this, improve your confidence. You've heard that time and time again. I get that. I was the same way. It's easier said than done. And it was the same way for me. I tried, but it, wouldn't always stick. And the thing that really allowed me to be more confident was working on myself. Again, remember the nuance of going too far might not be great, but that's allowed me to become the person that I am today, is from finding things that I could improve and trying my best to improve it, and not stressing out if I haven't got all the way at a certain point in time before a date, or before graduating to the next year, or going back to school over the summer. Whatever the case may be, that would stress me out to no end. Don't do that. So, first physical thing that I did was for my skin. And, all of this can be, you need to self-reflect and find what you could improve in your life. And for me, the first thing was the skin. I, in high school, had a terrible skincare routine. I would go to the doctor, and I was prescribed this thing called a Tactube pump. It's this peroxide that it's supposed to help with acne, and it would, if I used it correctly. But I would just lather it on my face at night, and I would feel my face burning, like something that's not good for your skin. And I thought, it'll burn all the acne off my face. That'll lead me to the light, right? And it didn't. It made my skin peel super bad, and then when I got off of it, I broke out so bad. It would only last for like a week, and then, my skin would get back to being terrible. It was not a long-term fix. It's not something I recommend. It's not something you should do. Here's what I would do. 1, drink a shit ton of water. You need to be better with your diet. You need to cut down some greasy food. I got a cat coming in. Sorry, I got distracted. 1 second. Sorry. We're going to do this uncut. That's what I think the videos are good with. So, first thing was to be able to get your diet down. That's right. So, diet. Having a lot of water and eating better. A lot of dairy and a lot of sugar and a lot of greasy food made me break out the ton, and that was the things that I enjoyed the most. Lower your intake on those. You don't want to cut it down completely, because then you'll become lactose intolerant, and anytime you have greasy food, you'll break out like that. But lower your consumption, have a lot of water, have more fruits, have more vegetables, dare to have some greens on your plate, and have more protein if you're lifting. Or just have more protein in general. It makes you more full, you eat less calories. It's good. Okay, that out of the way. What did I do next? Washing my face. I would just use a gentle moisturizer, like Cetaphil or CeraVe or one of those brands. Gentle, nothing else but that. You don't want more chemicals on your face. I learned that the hard way. Remember me in high school. You want to do that, and then use moisturizer after. Use a nice moisturizer. I like the CeraVe moisturizer one. It comes in this peel-off tube. I get it from Costco, but you can find it at Shoppers. Sorry, this is all Canadian. You can find it at a drugstore. CVS, I think that's American. I'm Canadian, if you don't know already. Anyways, now, after that, another big thing would be after I'm done shaving. I could maybe shave now. And see, I have a little bit of acne, but it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. Another thing would be after shaving, washing my face with cold water. If you don't know, if you were like me before and you would wash your face with warm water or not wash your face at all, which I did both of those, you don't want to leave hair on your skin. It will cause you to break out if it gets in your pores. And you know what opens up your pores is hot water, which is not a good thing. But cold water closes your pores, gets everything off. And then I wash my face and moisturize and everything after that, and that's perfect. That's one that used to break me out a lot. Now, if your acne was as bad as mine, you're going to need a little more than that. And I understand that. The only thing that worked for me was Accutane. You need to be prescribed that. It comes in pill form. And you need to make sure that you'll be okay with that through your doctor. There's blood work and everything that you need to do. If you're under your parents' insurance, use that. That's what I was able to do. You got to use your advantages. If you're able to afford it on your own, that is amazing that you're able to do that. I am not able to do that. I wasn't when I was younger. And get that going. If acne is really bothering you, Accutane is the thing that actually changes things for your face. Okay, so we've covered that. We've covered Accutane that actually is a genuine change. One thing to throw it back to where it was, I have some notes written down over here. That's why I'd be looking over. Is sunscreen. Use it when you're going outside. I was working outside last summer, and the thing that really saved my face was this CeraVe sunscreen that I had found in the moisturizer aisle. Not something that's oily, so that would stop you from breaking out. And one more thing, and I am very, very against adding different acids and chemicals to your face. You want to keep it as natural as possible. The only thing that really helps that is a drug is Accutane. One thing I found that worked was glycolic acid. Now you want to use this very sparingly. Like I'm using it once a month if my acne is really, really bad and I'm slowly trying to wane off it. But it helps. Just a little bit on your acne, and then first you wash your face, maybe a little bit, and then some moisturizer. But really try your best to avoid that. You don't want to be adding a lot of chemicals to your face. Trust me, I went through the ringer. Okay. That's acne done. Let's talk about my hair. That was pin straight and had a terrible haircut. First and foremost, find a hairstyle that works for you. You don't need to be getting the same haircut every single time, especially if you don't like it. I got this $15 haircut like every single time. Maybe if, take a little longer to grow out your hair and then use that money that you would have saved to a regular barber and go to a bit of a nicer one. I got this TikTok haircut when I was younger, and I used sea salt spray and everything, but just something to add more volume. Also, do not shampoo every day. I shampoo maybe once a month at this point. You should try to aim for once a week. Some people feel differently about it. My girlfriend calls me out on it all the time, but I like how my hair feels when I'm not shampooing. I got back from the gym and I just used some conditioner. You should condition every day, but shampoo very rarely. It really dries out your hair, especially my hair. My hair is very prone to getting frizzy. Obviously, hair differs for different people. But if you don't like your haircut, switch it around a little bit and buy a good quality conditioner. Shea Moisture is the one that I get. It has aloe and different things in it too. I like it a lot. Very, very good. Makes my hair very fluffy. And just, I don't really, and some hair oil. I use argan oil. and I don't really fuck around with sprays and different stuff like that to keep my hair in one place. Which if I get in the wind, it's a bit of a situation, but experiment, give it a try, and cut down on your shampoo usage. It helps a lot. Now, we've covered acne, we have covered hair. Next would be training. A very big part of my life. Get going to the gym regularly. It helps a lot. If you're going to need to get over the fact that you might not want to go to the gym, but if you want to genuinely change how you look, how you are, and get a better outlook on life, go to the fucking gym, okay? Make a basic workout split. I did a bro split, which is chest, arms, shoulders, legs, back. You can switch up shoulders and legs if you want to. I do that sometimes. Sometimes my upper body's tired, right? And take a couple rest days. But you want to be going to the gym as often as possible. You want to have it as simple as possible. If you need a workout routine to follow, search one up on YouTube. I actually put out one on my YouTube channel, Matt O'Brien. Not this one, but different one that has a lot more subscribers. I have a plan. Accept that you're going to make mistakes. And even when you have rest days, it is a good idea to try to get to the gym just to have it a habit. Once it becomes a habit, it becomes routine. Once it becomes routine, things change for the good. Active rest days, meaning if you still go to the gym, maybe just do a cardio for that day, 30 minutes or an hour cardio, or maybe accessories like abs or forearms I like to do, different things like that. Even your neck, it's good to do neck training. It catches up to you. If not, a little wisdom there. Wish I could, go back and save myself the neck pain. Okay. So, once you start doing that, you should switch your mindset from more aesthetic things to pushing more weight. That will allow you to grow a lot more if you're trying to put on mass. That's exactly what I did. And it also makes it way more fun. It's way more fun going into the gym and thinking that I'm going to be hitting a squat PR or a bench PR than thinking that I'm just going to go through the exact same workout that I did every single time. Or maybe adding another rep or maybe whatever. Something to accomplish each and every single time you go in the gym. Now, last piece of advice, and the most useful piece of advice. Make friends at the gym with like-minded people with goals. And if you have trouble doing that, try to make your friends go to the gym with you. Practice that you're spending your social time also doing things that make you and your friends better. It's a great way to socialize. That's where I do 99% of my socializing throughout the day is at the gym, believe it or not. And it is so good and makes you want to go that much more, that you not only are doing a great thing for yourself, but you're doing a great thing with your friends and building a genuine, strong connection. And you'll have great talks from that, and you'll be able to push each other for new PRs, and you'll be able to make this genuine connection, and it'll be nothing but positives for both of you. And get your diet down. Eat a lot of protein. Eat a lot of protein, and eat what your parents are making for you. If you're not privileged with what your parents are making for you, try to eat as much protein as humanly possible. What do I mean by protein? I make a lot of protein shakes. Okay, chicken and beef and rice. And you know what protein is. Eggs, a bunch of different things. Practice recipes that will make you enjoy what you're eating with protein. Try your best to get as much in as humanly possible. Find a protein bar that you like. If you can afford that, that's awesome. Go for it. Try to be adding, if you're having rice, maybe do rice and beans. Try to have a good protein and a good starch. If you're vegetarian, I'm sure there's a lot of options out there for you, but I can't really relate to that. That's not my wheelhouse. But, try to get some meat on your plate. Again, if you're not vegetarian. Okay. The next tip. So, reiterate. Skin, hair, physique. The last part that I really changed that transform me from a insecure high schooler, would never talk to a girl, would never be confident in myself to put myself out there enough to allow myself to grow, is how I dress. Okay. Making good time. Sorry. So, how I dress. Instead of buying expensive things that every other kid, every other person is trying, buy some nice essentials. What do I mean by that? Buy a nice pair of jeans. That if you have enough money to buy it new, that's fucking awesome. Or if you want to save some money, stretch your dollar a little bit more, go to a thrift store, go to a vintage store. We have vintage stores and where I'm from, which are a little more expensive than thrift stores, but I can get a nice pair of jeans for like $20. So if you go there with $60 in your pocket, you can come out with like 3 pairs of jeans, which is good for like a week. Right? And then, yeah. Anyways, so you got those. You got a nice pair of jeans. You want to have, keep looking over there just for some script stuff. There's a lot to remember. Next, or buy some cargo pants. I got some at Mark's Work Warehouse. I don't know if that's where you're from, but also you can get the stuff at their stores and stuff like that too. Essentials that, might not be the biggest thing in fashion right now, but something that will be essential at all times. Jeans have never been out of style. Maybe jeans with a bunch of holes in them or super skinny jeans might, but regular jeans have never been out of style. I tend to go a little baggier. I've always liked baggier jeans, even when skinny jeans were in style. And that is the style now, so I'm very lucky. But, get something that you like. Next is buying just essential t-shirts. I like to get them from Uniqlo. I have a lot of nice black t-shirts from Uniqlo. I have a lot of nice white and green and blue. They make a lot of really great t-shirts. They're pretty affordable. Buy a bunch. They don't go, they don't end up being like super raggedy after a couple washes. They're really great, and you can mix and match those with their jeans. Another thing is for shoes. I personally buy Converse. I think they're great. I think they go with just about everything. I have a white on white pair, and I have a black and white pair, the standard one. The one that everybody thinks of when you think of Converse, right? Those are awesome. They're really great for the gym. I love because they're flat-footed, so they're really great for squatting and deadlifting. So I wear them to the gym, but I also just wear them everywhere because that's 95% of what's on my feet at a certain time. And it's really great. Buy those. I also wear boots occasionally because I live in Canada and I need them. I got a pair of Timberlands. We're a bit bigger splurge, but they're great. Those also never go out of style either. So if you need boots, grab those up. Another piece, buy some nicer essential sweatshirts. You can go to H&M. You can get some, nicer things from a thrift store. Get some good sweatshirts that you can mix and match things. Get some, get some nice hoodies. Get some nice crew necks. I have a couple nice Nike ones that I got on sale. You're going to need to find cheaper options when you can. You can't go crazy with those, but when you can, pick them up, add them to your rotation. They're really easy. And buy some nicer dress shirts if you can too. Just something to layer with that never go out of style. Now, the last thing will apply to you if you are comfortable with your body and showing that off a little more, like I obviously am with my tank top, and that is buying clothes that fit your body nicely. I love tank tops. It's $20 for a pack of 5 of Gildan tank tops. This is one of those pairs. It's ribbed, it's nice, it fits my body well. I work out a lot and it's great. They go with just about anything. Tank tops are really great. I also wear compression shirts sometimes. Those are a little more expensive. I get those from Under Armour, and those are really great too, especially if it's colder. Sorry. I got a cat that wants attention. We'll wrap this up, Eva, pretty soon. And get some nice gym shorts. I get them from Gymshark. You can get them from anywhere. Get a nice pair of gym shorts if you want to show off your quads. Never goes wrong. And a nice pair of sweatpants. I picked up really great ones from Costco. The Kirkland brand. They say Kirkland on them, and they're awesome. I like them. But just get some nice essentials. You don't need to get like $100 sweatshirts and super crazy sweatpants, and like a bunch of my buddies like to buy OVO t-shirts. They're whatever, but I can buy 5 Uniqlo shirts for the price of 1 OVO shirt, and I can wear it anytime. It doesn't have a brand on it, and it's something that I can mix and match things, and if I'm layering it with different things like jewelry, it looks nice. Now, we've covered confidence, we have covered skin, we have covered hair, we have covered training, we have covered how to dress. Here's the most important part. You got to apply it. You got to apply it to your life. You got to apply these changes to your life. You should now have the confidence to go for your dreams. Be confident enough to talk to people about what you want to achieve, and go and spend the time and energy and effort into doing it. That's what ultimately makes you the most confident, is you're trying to be the best person you can, and you're trying to do what you're passionate about. Ask that girl out. Try out for that team. Get better at what you need to get better at. Start making YouTube videos if you want to make YouTube videos, or TikToks, or start streaming. Whatever the fuck you want to do, go out and do it. You got this. The only people that are stopping you is yourself. And if other people are adding to that noise in your head, stop talking to them. Period. I don't care. And you'll be the person you want to be. Last thing I'm going to leave you with, we're 26 minutes in. Last thing I'm going to leave you with. Once you do all this, and I believe in you, you can do all this, you're going to be able to do it. If I believe in you, and if I can do it from where I was, you can do it too. Help your friends out. Get them on the same goals as you. Have them start doing self-improvement in the right way, not the way that'll stress them out. And bring everyone up that you're close to. Enable people to be better. Give them the information if they ask for it and if they want to. Don't blindly cut people off if they're not on the exact same page as you, unless they're genuinely bad for you. And bring other people up with you. That's the one thing I ask from you, is to do better with bringing other people up around you. If you want, you can send them this video too, if you'd like. But anyways, that's the video. That's how to glow up the right way. That's exactly how I did it.